and welcome to today's Kartra training tutorial where I'm going to show you how to create pages inside Kartra. Now, most of you probably don't actually need help with creating pages because that's probably one of the simplest things that you can do, but there are probably some of you that still, you know, that need some kind of a basic explanation how to actually create pages. So this is what we're going to do in today's video, and to do that we're going to jump on we're already on my computer actually, but I'm going to share my screen with you and show you an example of how I would create a page inside Kartra, like literally very quick, without using any templates or any of that stuff, and just try to help you guys so you can understand how the page creation part works and how simple it is actually. So let's begin. You need to log into your Kartra account, go to the My Pages thingy and start a page from blank. And we're gonna go there and I'm going to walk you through literally everything that you can do inside a page, right? So let's begin. And by the way, let me know in the comments down below what you want to see next, like what questions you've got, what are you finding difficult, and that kind of stuff, so I can, answer your questions and help you out, because it doesn't cost anything, right? So here we are into an empty page inside Kartra, and what we want to do is, it actually tells you need to drag and drop a section here. So in Kartra we've got sections, we've got components, we've got pop window, we've got footer bar, we've got Helpdesk, and your own code. So let's talk about the settings first. In the settings you can see SEO parameters, so that's the page title, and this is the thing that appears here, okay? So we want this page title to be get more clients now, for example. Page meta description, what the page is about. Page meta keywords, get clients, comma separated. Get clients, I think there should be no space here. Get clients, consulting, marketing agency, and blah blah blah, whatever your page is about. Page author, write your name. Page OG title, page OG image. So this is the page OG image, is the thing that is going to appear when you share your page on social media or somewhere else. Yeah, so when you share your page on social media, you know how a picture appears of like a preview of what the page is about. This is what page OG image is. Page OG description is when you share the page, what is the description, and this is the title of the page when you share the page, all right? And this is for SEO meta description. Oh, wow, Siri has been listening. Anyway, and yeah, that's what this SEO parameters is about. Tracking code. So if you want to paste your Facebook pixel, you need to do it here. Facebook ads tracking code, it says very clearly. So this is the head, the body, and the footer, and the Facebook ads tracking code. So unlike other places where you need to place your Facebook ads in the head, here it needs to be in this box right here where it says Facebook embed Facebook ads tracking code. Tags. Well, this is basically, you can tag people that visit the page. And then we've got page redirect, which is you can redirect, and this is really awesome, and I've used it in the past. So you can redirect people that land on this page that doesn't have a specific tag. Now what this allows you to do is basically literally lock the pages behind the tag, right? Does that make sense? So for example, if this is a webinar page, no, sorry. If this is some kind of a page that you don't want people that are not on your email list, for example, to have access to, you go to page redirect, and that's how you set it up, right? And you can choose redirect to certain users only, and you can choose between different type of users: people that are not subscribed to a sequence or subscribed to a sequence, people that are subscribed or not subscribed to a list, or people that have or that does not have a tag. So this is what you do in the settings section. So styles, you can choose if you want the page to be full width or just fixed, page background, content background, font, blah blah blah. So all of that is clear, I guess. Your code, yep, you can do that as well. Helpdesk, you can put a helpdesk on any page. You can choose between Kartra helpdesk or Zendesk. Footer bar is one of these thingies, and pop-up window, it can be it can be a landing pop-up that pops when somebody lands on the page, or it can be an exit pop-up. And now we're left with sections and components. So sections are like the bigger thing, yeah. So it's a big block of elements, while components is just the elements themselves, if that makes sense. And that's why you can find the same thing in both sections and components. For example, countdown timers. We've got countdown timers in the sections, but we've got countdown timers in components as well. So my people can get it can get a bit confusing for some people, because why do we have both? And the reason why is because in sections, the countdown timer section is actually a whole block of few different elements, while in components is just the elements themselves. And let me show you what I mean. So we go to sections and we pick the countdown section, and this is a section, guys. You see it has multiple elements on it. Let me just drag and drop this one. You drag and drop, there you go. So this is a section, and we've got a headline, we've got coming soon, we've got text, we've got the actual countdown, we've got more text, and we've got a picture as well. Now if you go to components and you go to countdowns, you will actually see that it's just the actual countdown timer. So we've got a wide variety of different countdown timers, and you just drag and drop the same way. There you go. So that's what the difference between sections and countdown timers is. Now, an important thing is that when you're adding multiple sections, sometimes there is a huge gap between them, and this gap is not visible when you're building the page, and is not visible on a computer, but you can see it on a smartphone. And let me show you what I mean. So let's say I'm gonna drag and drop another section here, and this will be a testimonial section. Drag, drop. There you go. And sometimes the space between the two sections is quite big, and you can clearly see it on a smartphone. So let's see if this is the case right now. So I don't know, but it kind of appears that way. Obviously you can fix that. Anyway, so let's proceed. Now, one of the important things that you need to remember is that that sections can be hidden, all right? And this is really cool thing, because hidden sections can be displayed to specific users depending from their tags and the actions that they have, the actions that they took in your sequence, on your emails and stuff like that. So if there is something that you want to hide and display at a specific time, it's all happening in here in the sections, all right? And to edit the section, so if you want to edit the page, you've got components and columns. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But before that, let's talk about sections. So to edit a section, this whole thing, the first thing that we have added on this page is the section. Yeah, you want to edit the section, you click here. You can save the section as a template. So let's say you create something really cool, you save it, you can use it on multiple pages. You can edit the source code, you can clone that, and you can edit that. So when you click on edit, you've got the style. So padding is basically to move it top, right, bottom, and left, to move the whole thing to the top, to the right, to the bottom, or to the left. Background color and background pattern. Right? So these patterns, they look really cool. Let me show you some of them. This one is not really visible, I think. Let's check tiles. Can we actually see a difference? I don't think we can. Let's check squares. So sometimes it doesn't change instantly. I think that's a bug. So yeah, keep that in mind. Background. The background can be an image, can be a video, can be parallax. You can choose the image or the video, the image here. Change the opacity, image blur. Straightforward. Delay. Now this is awesome. Now what you can do with this delay thing, you can basically put a video on a page, and then, you know, let's say the video is a long presentation, like 30, 40 minutes, whatever. And then because you know at what point in the video you start making the sales pitch, you can make a button appear when you start making the sales pitch. How cool is that? And to delay that, you need to know at what second exactly you start the presentation. So you start the sales pitch. So when you start making the sales pitch, let's say you're doing that on the first hour, so that's 3,600 seconds, I think. So after 3,600 seconds, the hidden section, which is, you know, buy this thing now, it can be just a button, or it can be, you know, a whole sales page, appears at this exact time, the specified time. So that's fantastic. Really, really awesome. And you can also hide that. You can hide it from different devices, or you can hide it or display it only to people that are subscribed to list, subscribed to a sequence, subscribed to a tag, or not subscribed to a sequence, subscribed to a list, or to a tag. So that's awesome, and that's what editing a section looks like. And now let's talk about, let me just delete that thing actually. Let's talk about how to actually start creating a page. Let's say, for example, that I want to so let's say, for example, that I want to create this video, a long video presentation, like webinar, and then at certain point I want to, you know, when I start making my sales pitch, I want to start selling something. So the section appears at the moment I start presenting, making the sales pitch. The same thing that I talked about a second ago. So what I would do, guys, is I wouldn't use you know, templates or anything like that, even sections, yeah, because I built everything from components, from different elements. But obviously this is, you know, entirely up to you. You can do whatever you want, but that's how I would do it. I'm not saying that this is the right way or anything. So here it is, empty section. I would take an empty section, drag and drop an empty section, and then I would create a column. So I don't want the video to be as big as the whole page, so I want the video to be 66%. So I would just drag a 66% column, and then I would go and grab a video right here. I would grab a video and put the video inside this column. There you go. So now we've got that, right? Then I would like to put a big headline, like really big letters, like that big, yeah, really big. And what I would do is I would go to components, and then I would grab another column, which needs to be 100% wide, yeah, taking the whole screen, oops, and drag and drop it here. I want it here. Oh, here it is. Drag and drop it here, and I would go and get another component, which is text. You can use headlines. They look really cool as well. Let's say, for example, I like this one a lot. So I would just drop this one like that. And now we've got a headline and we've got the video. Then underneath the headline though, I want to put a little bit of text. So I would go to components again, get the text, click on text, then drag and drop text underneath the headline. Yeah. So underneath the headline, yeah. And then I would click on the text and edit the text and make it free video reviews blah blah blah, and then I would put it in the middle, and then I would probably make it slightly bigger, and then I would make it bold and make it italic as well, so like that. There you go. I would actually delete that thing because I don't really like it, and delete that as well. So we've got that. Then just to make it prettier, so I'm just playing around here, guys. I'm not saying that this is how you need to do it, blah blah blah. I'm just showing you how I approach page creation and how I build pages. So then, you know, I would like to make the video stand out a little bit. So I would go to components, and then I would find something that is called a separator. And there is one that I really like, and it's this one here. So I will put it underneath the video. There you go. So by the way, all the pages that I have used, and like 90% of the pages that I have created, they're all white. Yeah, I use only white. I don't play with colors. Maybe that's not really a good thing, I guess, but from my experience, like the simpler the better. So we've got that thing here, right? So this is the presentation, and this is we've got the headline, which is like get clients now is the name of the thingy. We've got free video reviews. I would actually make this I really like that yellowish thingy. If you no, not this one. I really like yellow background with black letters, and I would change this to be black. Obviously I wouldn't keep that green. And so here we are done with that. And then what I would do is, let's say for example, obviously you need to put the video here. You can edit the video, make buttons appear inside the video, and there's just so many things that you can actually do. And then what I would do is I would drag another section, but this time we can actually use one of the pre-made sections. Let's say for example this one, or one of these. Let's say that we're going to use this one, right? So let's say that this is the product that we're selling, and this is the price that we're selling. So what I would do is I would first check when I start to make the sales pitch in this video, and let's say that I'm making the sales pitch in the 1000 seconds after the video starts. So I would go here, click edit, and then delay this section 1000 seconds. So 1000 seconds after they've been watching the video, this will appear, and they can purchase the product that you're presenting. Now you need to click on the button. You need to edit this, of course. You have to edit it, but the fastest way to make this thing work is to click here, click link, then go and choose pop a product checkout, and then you need to choose the product, and that's it, right? Very, very simple. Now let's talk about sections or components actually. So basically, I haven't found a thing that you can't create with all of these features. Now, I'll just mention some of the ones that I really like. Also, so when this thing appears, I forgot, I want a countdown timer because this is a true limited offer. Okay, only people that have watched 1000 seconds of this webinar will be able to take advantage of this amazing new book or whatever it is. And so when this appears, when this section appears, they have, let's say the whole video is 3000 seconds, and on the first 1000 seconds this appears, so they can buy, right? And then we're going to give them a bit more time to purchase, right? So this countdown timer will be counting the time until the video is over, and when the video is over, they will be sent to a page where it says you have missed out, next time you need to act fast or whatever. So how many, we can do it in seconds actually. So if the whole video is 3000 seconds, this appears on the first 1000 seconds, then they've got 2000 more seconds to take action on this limit, because this is a real limited time offer, right? And they've got 2000 seconds left. And then if they don't take action, they will be redirected to somewhere where you want them to go. It doesn't really matter where. And you can also add effects, I forgot to mention. So we've got, and you can see how it looks like. We've got fade, we've got zoom, we've got slide from the left, slide from the right, bounce, etc., flip, and stuff like that. So I'm going to choose flip, and I'm going to add flip. There you go. So now we've got a real scarcity element, guys. Okay. Inside this video, you're gonna tell them, look, guys, when at the 1000th second, when you start making your pitch or whatever, you're gonna tell them, look, guys, so this is an extremely limited offer. We won't be offering it again unless this is some kind of a evergreen thing. So you've got until the end of the video to basically purchase my product. When the video ends, the offer ends, and that's it. And it will truly end, because when the video ends, then you've got like 1 more second or whatever you choose, and then the countdown timer is actually measuring. The countdown timer is when the video actually ends, and when the video ends, they will be redirected to another page. So this is absolutely awesome. I really love. I don't know. I just find it really exciting to be able to do stuff like that. And let's talk about other components. So you've got loads of components, guys. Text, headlines, buttons, accordion. I've never used this one. Mockup compositions, carousels, icons, lists, videos, etc. You can obviously play around with these and see which ones you like. Also, something that I really like is this timeline thing. And the way I'm using it and the way you can use it too is to describe step-by-step processes. And I know all of you are using step-by-step processes probably, so this is the thing that describes what you do, right? And let me give you an example. So I'm going to drag and drop one of these. Let's say this one. I'm going to drag it and I'm going to drop it here. And here's what it is. So if your system, if your product, if your service, or whatever you're doing is following a step-by-step process, which it probably is, you can simply describe this process in any way, shape, or form that you like inside here. So for example, if you join as a client, we start working on 15th of January. the way I'm doing it is the other way around. So I start from the beginning, and this is the end of the process. So we start working on 15th of January. Then we're gonna have a call, and we're gonna see what is it that you need and if we can help you. Then when we sign a contract, when you pay, then we're gonna start working on this and that for you, blah 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 blah. And this is what it does. This is what I use. What was the name of that? This type of section for. I use it for describing processes and systems, basically. So that's awesome, and they look really pretty as well. And social share is also awesome. You can put this stuff on your pages so people can share it. For example, don't miss out your chance to win a free iPad by sharing this page with your friends and that kind of stuff. So that's pretty much it about pages, guys. So pages is probably the thing that is probably the easiest thing inside Kartra. Most of you probably know how to use it, but I just wanted to create this video just in case if somebody doesn't know. So again, let me just summarize everything I said. Pages, you've got sections and you've got components. Sections is like the big thing with many components inside, and a component is the smaller parts. And so a section is basically a few components put together. That's what a section is. Sections can be hidden and can be displayed at certain time whenever you decide. They can be also hidden from people that are not subscribed to a list, or are subscribed to a list, that are subscribed or not subscribed to a sequence that have or doesn't have a specific tag. That's the difference between sections and components. So you drag sections first, and then you drag columns from the component. Yeah. So you need to drag a section, then you drag a column, and then you fill the columns with components. That's how it works. And obviously you can edit components and columns here. So for example, you can see that we've got when you click here, you can see the columns, and when you click here, you can see the elements, and you can switch the column view on and off. So that's everything for this video, guys. I hope you find it useful. Please let me know in the comments down below what is it that you want to see next. Was this video useful for you? What are you struggling with, so I can create more videos for you, so you can learn more faster and quicker. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you around. Bye.